Strafe, everything esports. Download now on iOS and Android.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hot off of a victory for Team Liquid over Vici Gaming. That Timbersaw, boys, I will tell you what, he looked unstoppable.
Well, as I mentioned during the picks, they will not have an answer for that Timbersaw. Gladly he went for Hood, first item. That's the only magical damage they had. Somehow Fenrir managed to keep him 0-3-0 at one point because of the damage, Sunray percentage base. They were losing the early game because of a lone druid, like you don't feel the influence of the hero.
Yep.
At the moment, he had still, what, like 18, 19-minute radiance, and after that, it was just pretty much one-sided. Timbersaw grew so big. At one point, he had 80 armor, maybe even more.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. That was a little ridiculous.
When he was diving the fountain, he was actually buying so much time.
Yeah.
So Lone Druid can take the racks as he took 2.5 sides.
Yeah.
I think probably the most decisive moment of that whole game was that big fight way up in the top left corner of the map, right? They're all kind of just fighting amongst the trees, and then both Mind Control and Miracle were getting so low. Unbelievable stuff from Atama Man, keeps saving them using the Savage Roar, and then that huge bait. The egg come out. I couldn't believe Miracle went back in. He goes and he gets the kill. The egg goes off. He's stunned, but we talked about the egg forcing the Liquid to collapse, right? We're all trying to like break the egg or something like that, but it was the complete opposite. This way they're all collapsing on this damn Timbersaw, and this sonic wave comes flying out of the trees, and they're able to wipe them all, clean them up, and that was that big moment where the whole game just shifted completely in their favor. It's right where we got into the Radiance there for the Lone Druid, and then from there it was just Liquid dominating the farm on the map. Even till that point, with all the big kill lead, it wasn't that much of a net worth lead at all for Vici Gaming.
Yeah, let's hop into a couple of replays here we've got from that last game. And you're right, Trent, it was a pretty good start for Vici. What do we have? Is this the beginning of that fight that ends up in that top tree line you were just talking about?
Yeah, this is our 14-3. I mean, you can even see it was only a 3K lead at this point. And yeah, this is the massive engagement. It just went on for so long.
Yeah, it was a pretty long and drawn-out fight. And that's part of the power of the Timbersaw, right? It's one of those heroes that has the ability to constantly get in, get out, while still putting out a lot of damage. It seems like the name of the game is just trying to time out that primal split on the bear.
And there's the Maniac Miracle going for that big kill on the Mirana.
Yeah, and it works out. Timber chain away, finds the double kill, and if I'm not mistaken, he comes back in later and turns it into a triple. Oh, look.
Mind Control just barely slipping away, too.
That
yeah,
dodge
won't let
from
him get
Mind
out,
Control.
too. So, just, I mean, what can you say, right? Masterful stuff from there. That
was
small
the
lead
fight.
they had completely wiped out, and that's the game. If you're ever giving Liquid a 5th pick, Lone Druid, there's no way I can root for the other team. They know that hero so well. They play better than anyone else in Dota right now. So if they feel confident taking a 5th pick, I just feel like that must be GG.
Yeah, what's with Lone Druid and 6-second BKB on him?
Yeah, that talent
like
is actually insane.
Yeah.
You can use it, as you mentioned, on Necronomicon, whatever, Helm of the Dominator,
that's the next
whatever you
strat.
want.
Yeah.
The next level strats. First Timbersaw of the tournament, pretty darn good performance. Of course, Timbersaw is one of those heroes. He does have some counters, and that was a situation where we've said it a couple times. There was just nothing to slow him down. Looking at the scoreboard here, yeah, he did 33,000 damage alongside Mind Control's Queen of Pain. He also did about 33K. So Liquid was not hurting on damage output that game.
And building damage. Let's see, double digits for Kuro and GH, 92 and 69 respectively there. We got 1,300 for Queen of Pain. 1,100 for Timbersaw, and 15.6 thousand from Lone Druid. What a helpful hero that guy is.
Wow.
Yeah, that's every building. Just I got it, guys. Don't worry.
That's actually insane. I don't know if
No
I've ever
problem.
seen that before. 15,000 building damage.
Troll
from one hero.
does.
Troll?
That
Okay, yeah,
amount
Troll's
of
up there.
damage, yeah.
But still, that is very telling of how that game went.
Also, build on a Mind Control really helped during that early game. Power Thread, Strength, Magic Wand. He actually had the drums as well, plus a Veil.
Yeah.
He just wanted to have as much mana and HP possible because they did not have Lone Druid to fight with.
Yeah. So tough game for Vici, but now that we saw that, we were sort of debating who's the better team coming in, right? Does Vici look stronger? Does Liquid look stronger? At this point,
Not much of a debate.
was that an outdraft or an outclass, Trent? That's the question.
I just think Liquid's. I mean, they're on another level right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Vici is playing really well. As Suns fan mentioned, it's not a new team or anything, but Newbie's playing so well, and so is Vici.
I think Vici didn't get that big showing. I expected a lot more of them at a Star Ladder. I thought they were going to do way better in that event. Did not go too well. This is kind of the Vici I was expecting to see there. After watching them all the qualifiers, they played really, really well. So this is kind of how we wound up with them now advancing further and further in the tournament. I'm not saying they can't win this series. It is definitely feasible. I mean, look at the Marana. Paparazzi ended that game 12-3 and 13, and quite the losing effort, but there's still a lot of hope. I mean, Fenrir 7-3 and 22 on the Phoenix. Definitely some big shoutouts there. But
Yeah, look at the building damage on Lanham and Fenrir.
that's a 0, I
Two
think.
goose
Times
eggs
0.
right there. 2 goose eggs. I feel like having Young 11 on one of those offlaners, like the Void that can make those plays to salvage a game, like that's where we've really highlighted Vici. Just, okay, this is it. Their offlaner has taken control. Panda is one of those heroes that he does a lot in the early game, but it can be a little bit tricky to find those actual game-winning ultimates, right, compared to someone like Void.
Yeah, didn't really feel the influence of Panda this game. Didn't see Lone Druid's Bear, Cycloned. Also, if you can't find any kills, if you don't put the pressure with a Panda, if you're not sieging enemy towers, you don't really feel the influence of the hero. Like, it falls off so quickly.
Not a great event for the poor Dragon Knight, though. 0-2 thus far. Is it Dragon Knight's fault, though?
No, I feel like he had the things he wanted this game, right? He had that big controller in the Brewmaster. He had tons of additional damage coming from the Marana, but maybe just not quite getting that pacing that they needed. Maybe they needed like a first Aegis or something like that, and trying to force it a little bit faster into those buildings.
Well, the problem is he's playing against Queen of Pain, pure damage coming out from Miracle as well.
That's true.
Yeah, stat-
a lot of
so
pure
a lot of
damage.
stats. Lose.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually, when you put it that way, not the easiest Dragon Knight game.
Yeah, overall, his own side looked good, but yeah, the matchup was a rather difficult situation. It's kind of crazy to see that whole game how much it was Kuro and GH dying too. Like, we talk about early kills not meaning too much, especially when it's those two, right? I mean,
Double
it's
legs,
just supports.
kills, huh?
Yeah, they're
0-0.
kind of just tanking over and over, not getting any big kills, but in the end, doesn't matter too much. They know what they're building towards. It's all a full game from Atama Man, from Miracle, and they're the guys that are going to hand you that game right at the end.
Yeah, both Kuro and GH is 0-8 that game, but plenty of assists to make up for it as they found those team kills. Okay, well, we have a couple minutes here. Looks like teams getting settled in on the stage, so not too much longer before the Game 2 lobby should be underway. Any thoughts about maybe adjustments in those first couple bans? We saw Winter Wyvern Undying Magnus banned out by Liquid, and Wisp Beastmaster Bane banned out by Vici. You think we'll see any variants there coming into Game 2?
I don't expect Panda to be left in because I don't think they're going to want to play it again from Vici. I think that was probably the weakest part of the whole draft. So they'll probably ban it themselves.
Well,
Yeah, or that. Yeah, I think Liquid will probably have first pick, I assume, here.
Hard to say. It looks like they haven't done the coin flip yet. I believe it's the choice alternates. Of course, that's the new trendy thing that most of the audience is aware of, but it no longer alternates, which is a great change. I think that was a good thing for Dota now, instead of the forced.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking
way
about?
off that.
I'm not articulating well, but
Yes.
you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
dude.
forcing teams to have certain things. Yeah, we're not on that boat anymore. So, yeah, you can see it here. One game up in that upper bracket. Loser here is going to have to go down and face Numi. Will it be the Battle of China, or will it be, once again, another repeat of the TI Finals? That's what we're here to find out.
Still an exciting event for Chinese Dota fans, though. The two Chinese teams in the top 3 guaranteed. Definitely not a bad event for that region.
China number 1.
China
Besides,
number 1.
If Liquid is not there.
There's one thing I've learned from PUBG. It's
Yes,
that China
there
is,
you
in
go.
fact, number 1.
I think it'll be a Liquid 2-0.
So, how was the
That's
food?
what I said before it.
Yeah, we just finished
He
our dinner.
just ate the swordfish, I believe,
The
actually.
swordfish, yeah.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite parts about Croatia so far. Is there's been seafood at pretty much every single meal. I'm a big seafood fan.
Yeah,
Cue
this
the
is
crickets.
this is the
Guys,
city
let's-
near the sea, that's why.
Well, it makes sense, but I live on a mountain now in Colorado, so we don't
So
really
what do
get
you
much
eat?
good seafood.
Mountain goats?
We eat a lot of beef, a lot of cows.
All right.
I thought you were going to carry this whole food
I thought there
segment.
was gonna
You're the
be,
one that-
like, some
You
follow-up.
brought this up here.
No,
Yeah.
I was expecting something else. Do you just eat beef?
We eat a lot of beef, beef and pork, and vegetables.
You know, America, hamburgers.
It's America, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not too creative.
Sorry, bud.
I already had that discussion with my man Grant about EU versus NA food.
My man.
Can't really discuss
Well,
about the food with
How
Americans.
about root beer? What's your stance on root beer?
What is root beer?
The soda, it's like sarsaparilla. No, it's most Europeans don't like it. It's an American thing. They say it tastes like bubble gum.
I never tried it.
Oh, well.
Dr. Pepper is boss.
You like Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper? Okay.
Pandering. Yeah, I don't know about this. Hey, he's off that now. He's got a new lady in town. He can't be touching that stuff now.
Poor Grant. Oh, my.
I'm going to try and photograph him with a Red Bull later. I'll catch him. Don't you worry.
Grant's been working on that Dr. Pepper sponsorship for, I think, 5 years now. He's finally thrown in the towel, giving up hope that it'll become a reality.
Yeah, sad days, man.
It's tough.
You know, when Grant finally sold out, he wouldn't go for the DP.
Happens to the best of us. Folks, we have 10 players in the lobby. Looks like that coin flip is just getting started. It has been a very long day here at Dota Pit Season 6. We only have one more day remaining. It will be those lower bracket finals and then the epic best-of-5 grand finals. So bear with us as we roll into this last game. We've got full bellies and sleepy eyes.
Yeah, I'm still ready to go, though. I mean, this has been fun. It's exciting. Will we get a Winter Wyvern? Probably not. Will we get a Beastmaster? Probably not. Will we get another Timbersaw? Probably not. Will we get some new heroes?
But maybe.
That was another new hero.
Who?
So there, Timbersaw. New
Timbersaw,
hero.
yeah. And Lone Druid.
And Lone Druid. Two new
heroes.
Wow, and there's just so many more. You never know.
What else would you like to see?
Well, this might... I would like to see Tiny because I want to see if you can actually play him. I'm not sold. A little sketchy with all the changes and everything, but I'd like to see it, be done.
I think we'll
realistically
see a Crystal Maiden before we see a Tiny.
Yes, definitely. Don't think we'll see her either, though, but would be more likely. You're right. I wouldn't mind seeing a Legion. Where's Legion at? I feel like some decent solo initiator off lane.
Yeah, what happened to Legion this patch?
Maybe she'll pop on up.
Her notes are also eluding me. Was Legion nerfed in this patch? Is that why nobody's been
Iron Talon removed from the game, so
yeah,
yes.
I guess that is a pretty hard nerf. That is fair.
Hero is gone.
I will say, though, I am so glad Iron Talon is out of the game. It had a good run. I'm over it, and I'm glad it's gone.
That's whatever.
Cut it
out. It was nice for Spectre and stuff to try and recover in the jungle. Slark was another big hero who bought it. Magnus, Tidehunter sometimes. So in its proper capacity, I liked it.
I didn't expect Ice Frog to actually remove things from Dota.
Yeah, Diffusal 2 also gone.
It's changed. It's not removed.
Well, Diffusal 2, I mean, second, it's gone.
It's still not removed.
No.
What was removed? Invoker was removed 7 to 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Then he came back, maybe even more. A Gambler.
The Gambler.
Well, I mean, we all know.
Let's not go down that rabbit
hole. I've read some stories.
We all know how dumb the Gambler is, and I'm glad that hero has been removed from Dota. Folks, we got a Game 2 draft. Let's hop on in. And
we're in.
We'll see what happens. So Legion,
10 seconds.
Probably not going to be picked here, Trent.
No. See, if Undying, I could see maybe slipping through this time with some other heroes being prioritized. Bane. Probably not.
First pick, I will go to Vici this time. I believe Liquid had first pick in the last game. They grabbed the Rubik to start things off.
That's
so
right.
we may actually see Liquid switch up these bans. Again, they banned out the Winter Wyvern, Undying, and Magnus in game number 1. I was going to say, if there were one hero I'd see them switch up is maybe let that Magnus through, but we've seen the Magnus Ogre duo be pretty potent earlier today.
And that's the first ban, it's the Panda. They're not going to play it.
Do you think heroes have level 25 because you get plus 25 MMR when you win a game?
And math checks out. That must be it. Just another mystery solved.
I always
But you start
numbers.
at level 1, so it's really only plus 24.
Shut up,
only go up 24 levels.
You're ruining my joke.
Yeah, then again, that does happen sometimes, I suppose.
Do you guys like the starting with TPs? Do you feel like that change
Yes.
is helpful?
I thought it was going to happen earlier. I thought 7.00 was going to take out TPing at the start of the game because of how ridiculous it was for ward battles. It was just getting to be kind of a joke. So I'm glad that it's gone now.
But wasn't there some beauty to those early game ward battles, seeing all those heroes TP out and
in
fight
competitive,
over?
yes, but in your pubs, I think you could just get a free D ward every game because the other person was too lazy to TP. It was pretty funny. And then, I don't know, in competitive, you're kind of forced. You're both forced to do it, and then it's kind of lame. I don't know. Not a fan.
Sounds like you like choice.
I don't like it. I mean, the game is becoming more noob-friendly in terms of you get a free TP, you don't have to upgrade a chicken in a couple of months. You won't even be able to buy
have
a
a good
chicken.
time so that they tell their friends how fun Dota is, and then we grow the player base, and then we get more pro players coming up. Isn't that part of the whole system?
I don't know. I'm old school.
I'm old school. I like it. Well, we need some old school people. Keep us all straight.
I know there were some fingers crossed, hoping for that IO still. Once again removed here.
Yep.
Can I get a Mirana taken out here? I'm wondering.
10 seconds remaining.
There's a better to ban the Bane. I guess that's probably the question.
Dire
Yeah.
team pick.
Oh,
Perhaps.
sorry. Beastmaster was still in. Close one. Whew. Almost lost there.
I mean, Liquid kind of handled the Mirana last game. You know, maybe they're not as scared of it as we are.
Dude, I'm sure if he goes like 13-3, that's still pretty scary.
It's true.
Do you see how fast that thing was attacking?
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
That thing.
Team
That
Liquid.
woman, sir.
It's,
Have some
no,
respect.
it's a thing at this point, but with the Beastmaster ban forced out, they do get that Bane, and of course, that
It
is a
is.
lot of pressure on Liquid to maybe take the Mirana for themselves here.
Anthropos. Well, not much to say about Bane at this point. I think we're pretty baned out.
Yeah.
We've seen everything Bane has to offer, from sacrificial support to solo mid.
5
Take
seconds
Prophet maybe in
remaining.
consideration. Classic mind control hero does decently well versus Bane.
Team Liquid's turn to take.
This Brewmaster
Whoa!
gone. Oh, yes.
Now here is a change of pace.
Finally.
the Trent Protector gets picked up
I
by
noticed
Team Liquid.
Moobot has been saying at Treant packs whenever I'm casting. I don't know who's controlling the Moobot, but that's what they keep putting in. So I am down with Treant. First hero I ever played in Dota because his name was Treant. Of course, always been a big fan.
10 seconds remaining.
You just
and-
made that up.
No, it's true. I swear. And then I random Wind Ranger, and then she was my
5
favorite. So,
seconds
First hero I
remaining.
ever played was Lich.
oh, there you go. Nice.
I like
You're a simple man.
Yeah,
You
I
see
really
this,
am.
You press like.
I love this new cosmetic where you get the red leaves too. Oh,
Boys and girls.
Alrighty.
It's Chen. We've talked about Chen on this panel many a time. This is the first time he's been picked up in this tournament, and he was buffed out the wazoo on this patch. I am pumped to see what the Holy Man will do.
10
So
seconds.
that's
Dire
actually a good
team
combo.
back.
You sleep your ally who's about to die. Use I don't know if it's Test of Fate or the other spell that sends him
Whatever
to
it's
base.
moved
Yeah,
now.
they're just
Yeah. The one that heals your friends.
yeah.
this Train Protector is very curious though. I mean, this is no different than any other game, right? There's definitely going to be some sort of a strategy that goes with this. Maybe
10
some sort of a
seconds
diving hero.
remaining.
I could see like a PA, perhaps a Weaver. Those are kind of the big classics that we
5
look for.
seconds remaining.
But it's also, we discussed what are good melee position 5s, people that can allow someone like a Rubik to really shine. Puppy's notorious for the Spirit Breaker. Kuro used to play the Tusk all the time.
We see a lot of
Turn to
Ogre as
down.
well as
Yep,
5.
Ogre too.
Something beefy in,
That's pretty much what
in
this should
front
just
lines. Yeah.
Dire
Well,
team
also
back.
once again Team Liquid with the 2 green heroes as an opener.
be. Oh, see, I was trying to figure out why they wouldn't just pick Ogre, but now I understand.
I'm glad I helped.
Trying to look
Let's see
up,
what the
Treant.
Treant is doing besides that level of 15 or 20
Yeah, what
where
level is
he
that
grows
tree talent?
3
Actually,
3-second threes.
level 10, he's got a pretty hard decision. 35% XP
5
gain or
seconds
10% cooldown reduction.
That's cool.
Both pretty
10%
good.
is a little low. I think that XP is a little high for me.
It's
I
level
might
10
go in
though,
that.
So it is level 15, 90 damage or 3-second tree respawn time. Means trees always respawn in 3 seconds.
Such a random talent.
Yeah, but you can
See, the only
juke so
thing-
hard with it.
Well, what else? Yeah, it's true. You like cut a tree, go through. Maybe they don't catch you. It's also nice, I think, for when you're sieging or defending. It guarantees
10
those trees on the
seconds
high
remaining.
ground. They just keep like popping up. So
So is that
You
does that
can
mean it's
actually make use
global?
of them.
Just all trees
Yes,
respawn at
it's
3
all
seconds?
trees.
They're gonna go with Timbersaw once again and
This was
have
the-
that talent so he can
Could-
jump and cut the
Does-
trees
doesn't
and you
that
get the
provide
pure damage.
a lot of potential for people to get stuck in the trees?
Yeah.
You know, you bait them into the trees, you're running away from a timber saw, and then
Don't chase the treant. I think you'll,
or I
you'll
guess-
learn pretty
but
fast.
Anybody that could cut down the trees to get in there can probably cut
Yeah.
down the
Yeah,
trees
but
to get
that's
out.
global, right?
This is the
It is
Monkey
global.
King strategy, right?
Interesting.
No longer cutting his trees. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on that talent. It seems a little bit gimmicky. But
I mean, 90 damage is also a lot. Not that trees really punching people that often, but still.
well, moving over to the Chen itself. How fast are we going to go here? How late game is Chen okay with? Are we going to hit this window? The
Are
ever
you going to bring up the level
discussed-
25 talent, the +4 holy persuasion creeps, the army of Chen?
I don't know. That's a little sketchy. I guess it's really good at split push. Would be the best thing. Right?
Imagine
Ten
having what
seconds remaining.
Go ahead.
8 creeps, 8 ancient creeps.
Imagine 8
That's
satyrs
true.
just
5
like
seconds
blasting
remaining.
waves.
And it sounds crazy to talk about Chen getting level 25, but he has an XP talent at 10, and it's a hero that will often buy Midas. So it's not that crazy in the context of supports.
Glyph doesn't work on Chen creeps, right?
I don't think so.
These glyphed satyrs just running into the base, casting 8 of these satyr blasts at you. Well, thankfully that will not be the case.
Our good buddy
10
Viper going to be the
seconds
third for Vici, as Puck gets picked up by Liquid.
5 seconds remaining.
Pretty nice for a Rubik. to see a Viper like that. Keep stealing that Nether Toxin. Makes certain plays a bit risky. Helps against some of those divier heroes we discussed, maybe like a PA or something like that. Have
Helps
a break.
against Viper.
Oh, for the Rubik, yes. Yes, that it does indeed. Makes his life quite easy.
So Liquid, kind of an interesting opener here. They do have a pretty good amount of control. Very good team fight so far. Just need that big damage dealer to combo with it.
I'm leaning towards a mind control puck because he has the help of the Treant Protector. So any problems he'd have in the lane are now even more helped out by the living armor. And we know how much puck can just get done out of the off lane anyway, so why bother wasting it on someone like Matama Man or Miracle? This does mean you probably want that Razor to match up against the Viper. You send that mid, you have the AoE control provided by Puck and Treant Protector, you have the damage from your Razor, and then you can go for anything you want in the 5th final pick for Matama Man or even potentially Miracle in the safe lane with one of those harder carries like that Spectre who's still in. So pretty good spot here for Liquid, I think, in the draft.
Yeah, I think somebody like Razor that has some push potential could be good.
I wouldn't
That's Gyro.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go for Lone Druid once again, maybe even now, because Vici might ban it in the next phase.
It was Matumba
Maybe what they're thinking about.
who played Gyro recently too, right? Up against all the Chen creeps and everything? Okay, we'll go with a different kind of cleave. Fair enough.
Yeah, not a bad way to deal with the army. That Gyro pick, I do remember it, but...
I don't think it was this tournament. They just played it recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because we did see a
alas.
Gyro. Oh, yeah, it was Newbie that played Gyro against Liquid.
10 seconds
That's what
remaining.
I was thinking about. But, yeah, now Sven.
Okay.
Well, there's your damage dealer to go with the team fight, and even more control. A lot of AoE disable on this team.
Yep.
Well, the thing with Puck, how Dream Coil changed, once Sven goes in, you want to run away from Sven, but if you run, the coil is going to break, you take additional damage.
That's true. Some extra synergy between those two heroes now.
Yeah, also, Rubik can lift him out of the coil as well.
Yep. We see that a lot, that talent, where you can like increase the telekinesis. Did he lose that, or did he keep it?
Talent to increase the telekinesis.
Yeah, you're tossing that around. I don't know if that got wiped out of his new kit here, but used to be very common to be picked up with Puck. Now for Vici, though. You have some decent kiting potential here from the Viper. I guess scaling would be your big concern. Or speed, perhaps, but there it is.
The Magnus.
Okay.
Got some Empower for the Viper. What will be this final pick for Vici that they want to farm with? I guess PA1 always worth mentioning in this case. Maybe something Liquid wants to ban out, and there it is.
Yeah.
No surprise.
I know he's not common, but Troll, like, I really don't feel like picking Jug into this. Then again, you do want a Fusel carrier, perhaps?
It doesn't remove anything from Sven.
Yeah.
Like, you can't purge it.
Yeah, I was kind of just picturing.
Or
Yeah, that's not going to help. No. No good.
10
Yeah, we're out.
seconds
Diffusers are dead.
Those darn diffusal changes, I'll tell you.
Maybe.
I'll tell you.
It's so
4
natural against Sven and
seconds
Treant Protector, and then you're like, oh yeah, that item's Garbanzo now.
Yeah.
So it only diffuses.
Yeah, it just a diffuse. No
Dire
purging
team.
anymore.
Oh, and actually, Vici ban out the Razor.
Yeah, that was definitely to be
Like we were
expected.
talking about.
They had to pick it there, or they were going to lose it for sure. So Liquid must have had something else in mind here.
All right, final picks for Game 2.
So, in terms of 1v1 versus Sven, Troll used to be a classic.
10
He's fallen off because
seconds
people wanted those diffusal heroes instead. Jug is obviously a great hero with
5
Magnus and
seconds
Empower, and
remaining.
the pushing, the healing ward with Chen and Viper and Bane, but Sven is notoriously known as like one of his biggest counters, so I don't know if I'd feel confident in that. They also have BKB piercing in terms of the Entangle from the Treant Protector to stop him from spin TPing out. So-
Not an obvious last pick here for Vici that's standing out. Something like a Terrorblade
Faceless.
could be an option. Faceless Void could also be an option.
And yeah, we also see Black pick up. I was actually gonna say Faceless used to play the Troll, or sorry, the Magnus Slark quite a bit as well. But
Oh.
yeah, Faceless Void's okay.
My bad.
It's a rain. Yeah. I don't know.
Thoughts, Lacoste? What do we got here?
10 seconds left.
Team Liquid's
Well,
turn
the
to
mystery is over, and it's the Monkey King. So not
Okay.
one that we suggested, but certainly somebody that can utilize the Empower just fine.
Yeah.
Of course, we saw Monkey King dominate earlier in the hands of Newbie.
I don't think I ever saw a combo Monkey King with Magnus, RP into Monkey King ulti.
If you can pull that
10
off, it sounds
seconds
pretty
remaining.
deadly.
It's our only AoE though. They have nothing else that follows up the
5
RP.
seconds
Well,
remaining.
now Chen could pick up a couple of those Centaurs, Trent.
True.
Final pick for Liquid. 20 seconds remain.
Oh, never mind. Lone Druid is second ban. What am I? I'm on drugs. Never mind that.
Need some sort of a core here.
Question is, can you find something, now that Razor's gone, is there anything that can actually go against a Viper and feel happy, or are you kind of forced to send the puck there and get something different for mind control?
Oh.
Finally!
Trent, I'm glad you brought it up last time.
It's not dead, guys. We're in.
It is the Brood.
Okay.
So a hero that has been changed a whole lot. This is going to be a very telling
she's
game.
not Invis anymore.
Yeah,
No.
she's not Invis.
And she's probably going to have to lane against a Viper right now. So we'll see how this matchup's going to go. And it is a little bit of a diving hero. Someone who's played really aggressive, someone that should be able to abuse the living armor. So I like that. She's going to be buffed up by some Warcry too. Be curious to see how much she joins some of these engagements in the early game, how much she's still split pushed. I'm just excited to watch new Brood.
Do you think Vici has the tools to handle this Brood? They don't have any classic Brood counters.
No. They look like they want to ball up and not get split pushed.
Yeah.
You
Like,
don't,
you have to
don't need
RP to kill her.
invest into sentries. That's the good thing for Vici.
Well, that is a positive. But I'm liking this Liquid draft, boys. I know we were all sort of in favor of Liquid just based on how that first game looked, but this draft feels very scary to me.
My
I don't know,
thought
I just want to
process
see a
is,
Brood Mother in action.
Yeah.
That's it. See how strong she is.
I believe in the 5th pick Broodmother of Liquid just as much as I believe in the 5th pick Lone Druid. When they see these situations, again, I guess now it's a little bit different because the hero has changed so much, so perhaps they're not quite as comfortable with it as they used to be. However, I'm still forced to choose Liquid.
Some overlap, though. When it's
Yeah.
that right game and you see that 5th pick, you know at least Liquid is feeling confident.
Yep.
Okay. Well, with that said, folks, this could be our final game of the night. Of course, this is a best-of-3 upper bracket, no elimination here, but let's see what happens in game number 2. It's your favorite combo once again, the Suns man and Grant.
Thanks, Zayori. Sunsman here with Grant. We have some crazy freaking picks. At first, I was going to talk about the Treant because, well, it's a first-pick Treant. But first, before we get to that, Broodmother got some changes as the analysts were kind of going over there. The spiders are a lot more tanky, magic resist, armor, and
But they lost HP.
They lost HP. You could gain HP through talents, technically.
And I do believe this hero's undefeated after the change. Ice, 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 and Captain's Draft just won with it, I do believe. So
I do believe you are correct.
interesting.
Does not go invis anymore. I don't know what to expect.
Me
I
either.
assume she's still going to be mid for Matumba.
Yeah.
But
That's what it seems to be with the two tangos, and man, they get that nice counter ward, and doesn't look like we're going to see a level 1 fight this time. Vici winning that last one 2-0, and yeah, Treant, man, why? Why is Treant and Chen first picked?
I don't know
Or
what
am I
to
supposed
tell
to
you.
answer that? Uh-oh.
I can try. Well, so haven't really seen a whole lot of Chen, but more of a traditional healer now with Holy Persuasion.
Yeah.
Or is it Test of Faith? Actually, no, it's Test of Faith. So it's based off the RNG factor, how much you're going to heal your teammates, but you always get full value yourself. So pretty cool hero now. I think it's a little bit more enjoyable to watch. A little bit better sustain. Hand of God is definitely upgraded from the last iteration. Top lane, Paparazzi. Able to force mind control out as they're going to take a room for themselves, but mind control takes theirs in return.
As a smart play, he just throws it out. He knows he's not going to get his and steals theirs instead. And it is a Boots first Bane, though, so mind control has to be careful. And are you surprised? I was actually surprised in the draft. They took Chen instead of the Mirana. They would have had the Bane-Mirana combo they love so much. And instead now, they have a Chen, a not even tried and true one.
I mean, at some point, the players have to be thinking, I'm really sick and tired of playing Mirana, guys. Let's play something else. Nobody bans it for some reason. Let's just get rid of it.
And now we just see Lanham just sitting middle, obviously with the creeps not spawning till 1 minute. He has nothing better to do.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that change. That's pretty insane,
It's
actually.
a rough one for Chen. Yeah, he just leeches experience. Obviously,
can,
Viper
like-
doesn't need experience that bad. Bottom lane, though, they're actually going to find the Magnus. He's going to pull GH all the way back. Give him a ton of damage.
It should be good to go. Puck in the meantime, top lane taking a lot of damage. Mind control has the orb available. Looks like Fenrir is going to think better of things and back up now that Brain Sap is on cooldown.
And also, do you still go the Spawn Spiderling build, or do you possibly go Incapacitating Bite against Viper?
Well, yeah, that's true. Viper does have Nether Toxins, so I don't know how much damage that... Actually, it's 50% magic resist on spiders. You probably still go spiders, I would assume. But again, have yet to actually see it myself in
He
this
did
patch.
get level 1 at least.
Okay.
And Mankroki still saving that point. 91 base damage. That tree, he's always loved it. Well, my
Paparazzi finds mind control. Mind control is
Where's
actually
he
so
going?
annoying. He's pretending he's going to go, but instead stays where he is. Should be fine for now. An item I was the panel was talking about Juggernaut as a potential pick with the Defusal, but obviously Defusal doesn't work like we're used to.
Against
thinking.
Warcry.
But Nullifier, on the other hand, do you think Monkey King could pick that up? Prevents the BKB from Sven, gets rid of the Warcry with the Purge, the spell, I should say.
Yeah, it's one of those items that you think would be good. Bottom line, actually. Possible gank. Centaur stun's going to come up GH.
Surprise!
In a lot of trouble now.
Oh, Telekinesis is going to stun both. The Centaur now needs to do the damage for Liquid. Will it be enough? It will! First blood to LAN and the beautiful Centaur Conqueror. You are the MVP, my friend. Congratulations.
Smacks him with the cudgel. The cudgel. What? One of those words. That's a word. One of those is a word.
Kabam! Is that what you're looking for?
No, absolutely not. But the mind control's still just sitting up in this little pocket, though, and he's going to be discovered this time. But Paparazzi's like, you're just annoying. You're actually just so annoying.
I mean, he can kind of get away with this, right? Before, 900 range for experience is up to 1,200. So just trying to get a couple more levels here.
I love this. He's just kiting around Fenrir. And that was such a nice stun, though, by Lanham on that Centaur. Just gets him uphill, and Young 11 actually misses his skewer, but no need for it. That Centaur does a ton of damage in the early game.
Yeah, not too shabby.
All those creeps do. You don't realize how much those like neutrals do until you just see him hitting you.
Yeah, and something we didn't really mention is Chen and Enchantress and all these heroes that use these neutral creeps technically got a buff in the fact that I believe it's every cast animation has been improved on these neutrals as well by like 0.10.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like a lot, Grant, but it is. Trust me. I know all about
trust
it.
Goes two ways. I'll trust you here.
Okay, that. Ooh.
And now
Let's not go down that road, friend.
And now look at Fenrir doing a good job of zoning him out now. He's fine with taking these creeps, get that pure damage. He'll keep going, and man.
Oh! Gets the Nightmares, able to
my
right-click him
God.
through it. Fenrir, beautiful timed Nightmare,
That
ends up
was
getting
sick.
the kill.
And it's all because of that buff to him. Now, he would not have gotten that kill if it was the old Nightmare, but he gets 4 auto attacks during the sleep. So good.
Very strong.
Now look at GH hiding under his flag. That's not even his flag. Hiding under the other flag. Now Fenrir is just going to go against GH. I don't think you want to man fight this Bane. The Puck learned his
looks
lesson.
like he might be getting... No, he's actually not getting any reinforcements. GH, Telekinesis. I'm actually very confused what's going on. Brain Sap up in 1 second, and I thought... So I have so much respect for GH. I just assumed he had something up his sleeve, but not at all.
He stole the bounty rune. That was
Okay.
an interesting play. He gets the bounty rune, but
Worth.
this Bane. I mean, now we're seeing the power of man. I love the pure damage heal. Oh, bottom lane. Skewers him back into the tower, but just hits him with that Warcry.
Yeah, Warcry, pretty strong spell. I mean, you don't really think about all these spells that it's much harder to dispel just things in general.
Yeah.
So things like Warcry that are typically just by Defusal in the past to counter, can't do that anymore.
And
Ori might be getting ganked here. Kuroki with that tree ant protector we haven't even brought up yet, taking tons of damage with Matumba Man and the right click of the Rubik. And Matumba Man able to find the kill.
Yeah, but now Kuroki's in a little bit of trouble now. He throws up that tree and armor. Luckily, it's level 2, and look at those little things dancing around him.
Yeah, 2 levels of Holy Persuasion, 1 in Penitence right now for LAN, so no burst damage thanks to that Test of Faith as of yet.
Yep, and Test of Faith feels so strong early game, but you have to take Holy Persuasion. I mean, your creeps are the biggest part of you, unfortunately. Unfortunately, you have to get creeps on a hero that's been the same for quite some time now.
Yeah, it's funny because the Test of Faith change where you can't TP players back to base, now it's on Holy Persuasion. That's how many times have they swapped that? It's like the 3rd time
Back and
now,
forth,
right?
yeah. Just keep swamming. Like, well,
How
we can't-
confusing can it get?
And look at mind control. This guy's actually just living in those trees up there.
He's a god, man.
He's moving around level 4, but this Monkey King is completely free farming. 37 and 18. I mean, he's only losing to the Brute, but a lot of Brute CS is actually in the jungle, which is far less gold. And I don't know. Free farm Monkey King is going to be level 6 at 6 minutes in the safe lane while sharing experience with Fenrir. That is going to be so dangerous.
Yeah, and looking at the skills that they actually have to take out these spiders in the mid to late game. Nether Toxin, kind of, not really. You got Empower, which is a great skill, obviously, in combination with Boundless Strike. Should, I would assume, be enough to take out these spiders for a considerable amount of time.
Yep, it is, especially because Boundless Strike is physical damage. So even though 8 armor is still a lot lower than the 50% magical resistance.
Indeed. So what do we think about this Treant Protector this game? I was assuming they're going to go for some crazy wombo combo. Wouldn't say that's exactly what they went for. You can set it up with Coil into Sven just right-clicking. I mean, a big problem with Sven in the past is kiting him so that I guess, remedies that to some degree.
Besides the Viper, I guess they don't really have anything to take off that tree armor. You just put Warcry and then tree armor on somebody, and it's going to be nearly impossible to get the kill. And look at Miracle already pushing that bottom tower.
Nullifier, man. We got to get Nullifier this game.
Nullifier, yeah.
Such good value. Of course, the only problem is it's massive damage, and I feel like Monkey King is the only hero that could potentially pick it up.
That's the problem. When you have a relic plus something, you're like, oh, we need more damage on his middle lane. Actually, Viper's going to get thrown back.
Yeah, Telekinesis taking a lot of damage with these spiders, but there's the Viper Strike onto Matumba Man.
Dude,
and the right clicks and the spiders are ridiculous.
Gracious.
Matumba Man finds another kill, this time on Viper.
Yep, and Young 11 goes for the skewer on GH, but can't quite find him. And now Paparazzi, man, these rotations from the cores so early in these games now, level 6 every time. Just TP in and try to help your team out. Now they have the Alpha Wolf
right now.
They have the early level Alpha Wolf they might try to push in.
Love me some Alpha Wolf, man.
So was a Doom. No Dooms in this game, though. And now Miracle, level 7, has the level 4 cleave. He can just go farm in the jungle. Unfortunately, Fenrir's just standing there.
And Miracle's like, there must be more heroes here. Little to his knowledge, that is not the case, but still wouldn't be able to find the kill just because of the Nightmare
It's
aspect.
interesting. This is the first game we've seen actually the safe laners, both of them pretty much just left to their own accord, and it's going to be so hard to kill that Sven. I mean, he has treads as well as that Morbid Mask already. Even just level 1 of Warcry 5 armor, like, they can't kill him unless they commit 3 or 4 heroes.
Paparazzi in the mid lane was getting initiated on, but a nice Nightmare from Fenrir will keep him safe. Looking at the CS right now, 59-24 for the Monkey King on the other side, 48-14. I'm not sure how many for the, who was that? The Sven, that is. I'm not sure how many of these CSs from Monkey King are from Spiders, though, so it might be a little bit misleading. He's going to get right-clicked here.
He's getting handled.
Yeah, he's getting slowed nicely.
Don't
think he'll be able to go for this. I mean, I've seen Matumba Man try some crazy things, but okay. The TP did cancel, and he sees it. Boundless Strike comes out. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. And a couple more right clicks will do it. So that TP cancel, I think, killed him. Don't see that very often. In the meanwhile, in the top lane, Mind Control gets off the coil, but it won't be enough to survive. And Vici Gaming is going to turn this into a tier 1, well, at least some damage towards it.
Yeah, and they have the Wild Wing for the armor, but it is just going to go down. And, man, we're seeing the power of this Brood Mother. And he went that first item, Vlad's, the little Broodlings. I mean, you stack them up, and just that extra 2 or 3 damage, along with the Blightstone, it really adds up.
Indeed. Yep, LAN M now working towards a Midas. So, I mean, we've seen Chens get super farmed before. Wondering if this might be another one of those games.
Yep, just have the Bane. Even Bane, though, has mana boots, so it doesn't seem like either one's going to play that super hard 6th position role we see a lot in games now. But Young 11, I mean, this guy's had such a good tournament right now, and he's level 8. He hasn't had too big of an impact this game. If he gets an early Blink Dagger, it looks like he has Soul Ring queued up, but he could have bought it if he wanted. I think he's just going to go for that Blink Dagger, and I mean, both teams have insane team fight with the Treant. Once he gets 6, the hold down Magnus, has to be careful. God, it's so scary. Even though he's not in Viz anymore with how tanky they are, like, you just can't even kill this guy. The Broodmother has 10 armor with that Vlad's himself. Look at how big the spiders are, even a little bigger.
How slow he is out of the webs, my God.
Yeah, I think he got removed 290 to 270. It's so bad now. You're Crystal Maiden levels at this point.
He's going to be rushing a Deso for himself. Can finish one of those Mithril Hammers. Only one more to go. Fenrir and LAN are going to jungle together here in the top.
I don't know. It feels a lot like last game. Vici has the kill advantage right now, but you see Miracle, treads as well as Mask Menace, so he can just farm a lane, go to the jungle, and that's pushed out. You have Matumba Man level 10 at 10 minutes in, and Young 11's in a lot of trouble. He's going to skewer. Oh, he tried to lift him up beforehand. It's not going to matter. He's going to toss him back. Matumba Man get a right click. Oh! Nice ulti, hits onto 3 of them. Here comes the Viper, throws down the break. Root's going to fly, though. Kroki might I believe Kroki might be the one who dies. Yep, he will, as well as GH, and Young 11 with the turnaround. He thought he was going to get surrounded, but he's an ability that pulls everyone towards him and stuns him.
Who would have thought?
Apparently not Radiant.
Crazy stuff here from Vici Gaming, showing us things we've never seen before. As this tier 1 tower will take a beating. There's the fortification.
Yeah, Miracle does get the solo tower bottom, though. He pops God Strength, and I'll just take it. He actually still has God Strength up. They can go in, and they know he's coming, but
Fenrir taking tons of damage from Matumba Man, already at half HP. Gets a Brain Sap off, but here's a Storm Hammer. Centaur's there, available. Coil onto 3. Here's Paparazzi attempting to get off his ult. Finally does. The Wukong's command is out and running. Gets off a Boundless Strike. Not sure how much longer he can stay. They'll attempt to back up right now as Miracle cleans up these creeps. LAN M getting destroyed by Matumba Man. In the blink of an eye, as this tomato will find his way to the grave as well, as this tier 1 tower looks to be dead in favor of Team Liquid.
Oh my goodness, and now we're just seeing the power. Even the Chen creeps, right? Sven just goes in there, stuns them because they're usually grouped together, kills all 3 of them, and Matumba, man, he is feeling strong. He has his full Deso now. Oh
Didn't really
dear.
think about this combo. We rarely think about Warcry and Spiders, but considering how
They're not gonna
tanky
die.
they are already, that's
Yeah, Vlad's
that's pretty
Warcry.
scary, actually.
Oh my, and he has a full Deso. Not Invis anymore. You can almost actually go a Shadow Blade on this Broodmother next and just set up some crazy kills. Like, why are all these little spiders running at me?
No, please, no more. Wait, the spiders are still in Viz, right? In the web, I assume?
I don't think they don't look like it. I could be wrong.
All right, we'll see.
I don't think they are. Why would the little spiders be in Viz and not the
The
big
babies
ones?
are stronger than the mother. I don't know. I've seen crazier things in Dota, man. This patch is all over the place.
They were
honestly. Young
active,
11, Vici Gaming, they're smoked up. Kuroki on the side. They don't quite see him. Definitely want a bigger kill than that if they have the choice.
He has Blink up, and he just got his ulti up 1
Miracle.
second ago.
He's farming really close by. The Mask of Madness has the Sage going for the Sage. Actually, we have the RP onto Broodmother. Matumba in a lot of trouble. Boundless Strike into a Skewer, into a Fiend's Grip. Will this be enough damage? It takes forever, but they find it. Fiend's Grip stolen by Kuroki. And with that, Vici Gaming will be on the retreat.
Yeah, man, it took a lot. It took like the full RP as well as the full grip just to kill him. They do get the kills. A nice chunk of gold, though, 450 to Paparazzi. And once he gets, I mean, it's the elephant in the room, right? He's going to get a Battle Fury, and he's always going to have in power. I mean, he's going to have plenty of cleave. He's going to get 6 slotted if this game goes to 30 minutes.
Are you seeing this bug with Miracle? What is this?
What?
That he's just... Oh, I think I've seen this before.
Oh, when
Somebody
he
was talking about
when he
that.
war cries the cosmetic and it
Yeah.
shoots out the beam. Yeah, that's
Pretty obnoxious.
pretty annoying. He's just a strobe light show, just running at you.
Kuroki, level 7, has Overgrowth available to him. Probably looking for more than a solo
he's
kill here.
gonna wake
He'll
him
punch
up.
Fenrir. There's the Overgrowth onto 3 heroes. Monkey Kings come to play. Wukong's command is here. Boundless Strike onto Miracle. Do they have enough damage to actually take him out? He's trying to right-click with that God Strike, doing so much damage. The Hand of God comes in as well, but it's not enough as Fen will drop to the deck. It's a 1-for-1. Magnus for Sven. Mind Control on the run. Orb up in 1 second. Can get away with the phase shift. Should be okay. Gets the Waning Rift off.
Oh,
Silences
Matumba
and a
Man.
Fiend's Grip now on the Viper. Right clicks from Matumba Man. A nice Boundless Strike, though, keeping the heroes at bay. Ori taking some more damage from that Spiderling, but looks like he'll survive with that salve. And things will break up as a 2-for-1 trade.
And a good fight for Vici right there. A 2-for-1 trade, and you kill the Sven. They just kited him around a little bit. Once you get the Monkey King procs on that Jingu Mastery, it's so hard to bring him down. He does so much damage. 90 bonus damage for 4 hits. Feels good.
Now he's got some cleave action to work with that newly minted Battle Fury.
As well as
Midas now on
Empower.
Shen. That's true. It's the double cleave.
He actually does. Yeah, he is going to do an insane amount of cleave right now.
Pretty sickening. Overgrowth up in 30 seconds.
Yeah,
here.
just the damage. Look, he's at plus 108. Like, he does more damage than his white damage. That's just so much. Oh, my goodness. These Spiderling's going to be in a little bit of trouble. So it looks like, I mean, on the old Brood, you wanted to just split push, right? But in this Brood, it feels like he wants to be all-out team fighting. It's so much harder to split push without invisibility, but guess we'll see.
I hope you're right, because that sounds way better. Way more enjoyable to watch
The
as
team
well.
fight instead of watching him just, like, fly on.
Hey guys,
fly
I'm
through
in the
jungle.
game. I'm Broodmother. Did you remember? I don't know. Yeah, I've never been a real fan of that hero, but hopefully things change for the better. We've seen some crazy stuff so far.
Loved his
a
laning
core
phase,
Bane.
yeah.
Yeah, the laning phase was great.
Dire are scanning.
And now this Treant, though.
Kuroki's
No
scouting
Fenrir's
things
there.
out.
Oh.
Sentry placed. Not sure if they caught him or not.
And there's a big blink on Mind Control. Can get them a lot more control in these team fights so Sven can actually right-click, because he was just getting kited around. I mean, he just gets Viper struck, and what can he do? He can't even move, and, oh, Fenrir. Got to be a little bit careful. They both do, actually. Kuroki and Fenrir.
Did he come out of his because that tree got eaten? I doubt it. He's next to a lot of trees. We have a Quelling Blade on Fenrir, so I know the counter to the Quelling Blade, my friend. It's the level 15 3-second tree respawn time challenge. Get wrecked. As Fenrir gets initiated on with the Waning Rift, I hear a Viper Strike onto Matumba Man. He's going to attempt to go through the trees. Looks to be okay for now. Bane, though, takes the solo coil. Looks like they'll find him. It's a 1-for-0 right now as Broodmother walks away safely.
Yeah, Paparazzi actually whipped his Boundless Strike. That would have been a free kill for him, but obviously it's not free if he didn't get it, but nicely done. Young 11
GH.
pulls it back, but GH pulls him back. And now this tree might be in a little bit of trouble. Do we have vision? I don't think we do. The Bane was the one with the vision.
Yeah, they put all the sentries on the other side of the lane. I think Kuroki's aware of that.
Oh, wait.
He's going to do some right-click action on the Magnus. That living armor is not going to last too long with a Viper, but alas, it will not matter too much. Oh my god, Magnus, you're in a lot of trouble. Here comes the Wukong's command into an RP. Do they have enough damage to actually take him out? Broodmother will die right off the bat. Mind control, very little mana to speak of. Does have Soul Ring. He's going to finish off Young 11. He's not careful, but no, the Brain Sap is just in time. 2 for 1 at the end of the day.
Damn,
see if they can group up here.
This is going to be a high-level game if we keep this action of level 15 on Sven at 17 minutes in and 14 on the Monkey. He's almost 15 as well. And I don't know, this is definitely benefiting Vici Gaming because this Monkey King has a full Shadow Blade coming out on the Chicken now.
Oh, yeah.
And if he didn't whip that Boundless Strike, that would have been an easy kill on the Broodmother before that fight even happened.
But now we have Enfeeble steals damage by Fenrir. Will he turn into a carry now? Mask of Madness incoming, Grand Grand?
Oh, I don't believe so. I think this guy's got, yeah, 3 Sentry Wards already bought up. He's
Imagine Mask of Madness against all these Spiderlings. I think
just use it and dies in one shot. And there's the Jingu Mastery damage. So, oh goodness, this Monkey King is going to be so scary. And it's not like he's going against that. Like, he's going against a Sven, but, I mean, you think of Sven as a late game here, carry, but he's not as good at scaling as, say, like an AM or somebody like that. Like, he pops God Strength, and that's when he's strong. When God Strength is down, he doesn't do that much.
Yeah, essentially a transformation hero for the most part.
A lot like a TB. You get a lot of farm, you do a ton of damage in that time frame, but after that, can't do too much. And bottom lane, they want to find this gank on Miracle, but he's chilling in the trees. Oh, paparazzi.
He just bought a Blink Dagger as well.
Did he see him?
Oh,
he sees him.
Like
oh,
he jumps right over Miracle. There's a Boundless Strike. Will he be able to find this? He pops the War Cry. There's a Tier 1 tower, so TPs could come. The initiation from Young 11, nicely done, as Miracle's running the opposite way now. But reinforcements have arrived in the form of Treant Protector. Not sure if that's going to be enough, as Miracle is just continuing to get chased, but he pops the ult along with the Stormhammer. Magnus in so much trouble. RP is not available for 10 seconds. A beautiful overgrowth. That's 2 kills for Liquid. They turn this around as Paparazzi now attempting to take out the carry. Living Armor is here, though. Paparazzi might get turned on himself if he's not careful. He has a Jingu Master. Who's going to get it? Miracle! Oh, my God. It's a full team wipe as across the map. Vici Gaming dead everywhere.
Yeah, they just got run out. It was a 3v2 top, and they won that fight, and they won the 2v3 bottom as well. And,
oh, my God.
And that's the thing, though. When Sven does have that God Strike, the transformation is complete. Oh, my
He transforms into an actual hero. Who would have thunk it? Good lord, he's going to go for an AC now. Has the S and Y completely finished along with that Blink Dagger Mask of Madness. Yeah, Miracle is a problem, officially.
Yeah, this guy has been, I mean, much like Young 11 on Vici Gaming, Miracle has, I don't think he's had a bad game this tournament. They still haven't dropped the game yet, have they? I believe Liquid is undefeated still.
I think
I don't believe
they go 2-1 in the first series. I'm not sure.
So,
I'd have to
friend.
look back. Okay,
I'll
take your word. I believe you, Granger. You're 100% right.
All right, I appreciate it.
You're always right, so why would it be different this time?
Exactly. And now they're just going to go for Roshan. Pretty easy to take there. Kuroki has the medallion. You have the Vlads, and even with just these 2 heroes, they're taking it reasonably quick. And now Miracle's here.
So this should be a free Roshan for the most part, as Mask of Madness is popped along with the God Strength.
Yep, Arcane or God Strength too, so it'll be back up in a much shorter time.
Actually, would have preferred this on Broodmother, the Aegis. Not a big fan of Aegis on Sven's.
I guess because he's so far. I guess with Sanjin Yasha and Blink, he actually does a decent chunk of damage this early. And 20 minutes in, he is extremely farmed. 12,500 net worth.
That's definitely true. And there's always the factor, if you get initiated on first by Magnus, then it doesn't really matter that much because you won't be popping that God Strike anyway. Better safe than sorry in this scenario, as Liquid looks to improve upon their 5K net worth lead right now.
And man, Mind Control's played such an annoying game, in a good way, obviously, for his team by just baiting him around. He always kept the Bane in top lane, which is nice. You force him up there, and he's still got plenty of levels. I mean, he's level 13, and that's not that far. I mean, the lowest level in the game's 11 at 20 minutes in. That's how you know there's been a ton of team fights. Everyone's just getting experience all over.
Chen working towards his Ags. Only about 2K away from that, which for him won't take too long, I would assume.
Because he has that Midas.
And Living Armor healing up this unhealable damage, which normally is unhealable.
Yeah, not unhealable. Come on, Suns fan. It's like you don't know the rules.
Oh, looks like we have some action as GH is initiated on, gets a telekinesis, but dies shortly thereafter. But meanwhile, top lane, you see the pressure being applied. Fortification is out here for Vici.
On the siege unit with the Desolator, will it get one more hit?
Oh God, please! Oh, he got it.
100 damage with the Desolator.
Cardi did his job.
Got it going. And that's what matters. I mean, look at that. So you get 1 kill on a Rubik, and you lose a decent chunk, 300 HP on a tower.
are scanning.
They don't have a Treant Protector or a level 25 Lich, so it is unhealable damage now.
It is.
Grant. Today you learn.
Today we did indeed learn. Uh-oh, bottom lane. He's gone.
The coil was expended, but able to get away safely is the young 11 Magnus.
And now, man, with the Brood Mother, 20% cooldown reduction. That's so good with the insatiable hunger.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
Very high ton. But LAN getting some good warding down, at least right now, with that Midas he's had. Been using it, getting closer, like you said, to the Ag. Still 1,300 away, though. Or 1,700, pardon me. Bottom lane Miracle just split pushing in, and this is what Sven does. He creates so much space. They are going to find Kuroki. Can they bring him down? That's the question. They have a sentry there.
Pops the Overgrowth. Paparazzi attempting to chase here.
And they
but
just can't.
We'll just farm the camps instead. I mean, with the Matumba Man Spider or Brood Mother in the jungle, it's never safe, even in your own jungle.
And look at that. All because of Kuroki just bought that space. Miracle gets a solo tower bottom, tier 2. And he is 1 plate mill away from an Assault Kyros.
He is so farmed. 14K net worth for him. My goodness.
617 on his Sven. Not too shabby. Right behind him, though, Matumba Man.
Yeah.
Going for the Manta. Almost has it. Only needs that recipe.
Hope we get to see him at level 20. I'm really interested to see if he goes for the 20 spider attack damage or 60 attack speed.
Uh-oh, they do have a sentry right here. They should be able to get Kuroki at least. He doesn't have his ulti to just save him, but Miracle's in. He's going to go for it. He gets that God Strength.
Oh.
He just cleaves him down. Magnus goes down as well. Ori, you are not going to live, and oh my goodness.
That literally hurt me watching that. Oh, that cleave. Oof.
Miracle.
Not even finished with his AC yet.
Alive. Yeah, there's not much they knew. The problem is, I was going to say Vici needs to get a nice smoke. Oh, he's going in. Oh, what's up? What's up, Chen?
Oh my god, the Monkey King a little bit too late, so this is going to be ended up a wasted Wukong's command, as Miracle will live because he has Aegis regardless, so doesn't really care if he dies. And now Wukong's command is down. Do you just continue to push? You have Desolator on Broodmother. I don't see why not.
I'm actually surprised Miracle didn't intentionally suicide there to get the full HP. Don't think it really matters. I was going to say Vici Gaming needs to smoke, and then you look at the map. They have no towers. They have 1 ward up. How do you even smoke gank into this blind map?
Yeah.
Like, it just feels like Liquid has such a grasp around their necks.
Very impressive display from Team Liquid here. As
These guys are TI winners.
you would think, right? You definitely would think after this game. There's no denying that whatsoever. Manta almost done now for Matumbamen, as they're going to take out this top shrine. Although there might be some contention here. Young 11.
Contention? Is that a word?
Contention. Maybe. I'll have to look it up after the game and I'll tweet about it. How about
Right. Thank you very much.
Contention.
And now
Sounds like indigestion, but no, you understood what I meant.
I understood. It was being contested.
Hey, I invented a word and you invented a word today. So
What did I invent?
I can't remember. You said something that was not a word earlier.
I believe it was, but it's like a Paparazzi is getting in power. I mean, he's still trying to farm, but Monkey King, not an AM, even with Battle Fury plus Empower, just doesn't farm that quick, and they find him.
Whoa, my lord. All right.
I don't know. What can they do? He's running away from them, trying to farm halfway across the map, and they just find him.
Well, if you think about it, the Shadow Blade actually ends up being a complete waste of net worth. Because you're going to be stuck in your base for the most part. You can't really use it to full effect.
It's like a losing game, Boots of Travel, just so useless.
As this secondary shrine will be taken out here in all likelihood by Liquid.
Bottom shrine is under attack.
In mind control, all he's doing, he blinks in, throws that Dream Coil, and Miracle just does the rest.
Speaking of Miracle, takes Young 11 down to half HP. Oh my god. All right.
Easy there, Angry
Young
Bear.
11.
This goes down.
Careful, my friend. He's going to come from the side, looking for a YOLO RP. This is what they really need. Into like a Wukong's command.
Fortunately, he's dead.
For 13 seconds, he'll be fine.
Let me back up a lot. But Manta now on the Brood Mother. They have far more items. It's just that easy to put. Far more levels, far more items. They can kind of run at you like they've been doing, because Miracle, even without God Strength, does so much damage. He's doing 250 a hit, no God Strength.
And one thing about Broodmother just hasn't changed. If you have the lead, it's very hard to get back in the game because you have complete map control. With these spider webs, can get to camp very easily. Will take over your jungle. Of course, doesn't have the invis to worry about, but as we can see so far, small sample size in one game, feels very strong right now.
And Dire has no wards up right now. Radiant has one in the mid lane. But I mean, neither team's really warding it. I mean, that's why Vici was winning so many of these games earlier in the just in the tournament. Their warding was outstanding. They always had the vision. They finally get one down top.
What? Look at Chen right now. He has this catapult here at the top lane. It's called Super Siege Creep. Why? Why is that a Super Siege Creep? You take it from the mid lane, I assume?
I assume. Because they're super.
I didn't even know they changed the name of it to Super Siege Creep.
I mean, they didn't
sounds
increase
awesome.
the damage or anything.
Super Mario Siege Creep. I like that.
Uh-oh.
Mind
Here we
control.
go.
Gonna de-ward here with that gem of his.
And look at that. They just, like we said, Vici trying to get wards down. They put down 2 and one of them instantly de-warded. Here we go.
Young 11's gonna get the solo RP onto the puck. Will they be able to actually take him out in time? He's gonna phase shift. Overgrowth is there to counteract his Paparazzi faking out the Wukong's command.
Look at bottom.
And that's a trade. Yeah, that's not a good trade overall. You got the RP
And oh, here comes
for
Miracle.
the Overgrowth.
GH didn't have lift. If he did, that would have been a dead Viper.
Fenrir and Lanham now resigned to their base at the moment. Kuroki, he's used to being initiated on. We'll see if there's any counter initiation. There's the coil breaking things up. Nice young 11 stun, or skewer, I should say. Here comes Miracle again. Double kill. Oh, just rips right through them. Could go for more, but still Wukong's command is available.
Like a butter.
But
like
no more.
Let's stick a butter in the microwave. He is just eating him alive.
That's not how. That's not the saying.
Well, I mean, he's melting him, right?
Okay, no, that's fine. I thought you were gonna say a hot knife through butter. That's the usual phrase, but I will accept it.
I'm American. I like to drink my butter.
I mean, I can't blame you, dude. It is an American delicacy after all.
Sven does have Lincoln Sphere, so I mean, they don't have to rush this. There's really no way for Vici to get back into this game outside of Monkey King farming with Empower. And even that, he just, what if Matumba Man's sitting in the tree somewhere? He just comes out of them, just kills you. He can solo kill you himself now.
Yeah. I mean, kind of what I was talking about earlier, that the one thing that could go wrong for Liquid, it's very unlikely, but you got to get the Wombo combo, which you don't have that much of it, honestly. You need like a full Fiend's Grip duration, taking somebody out of the fight. But with the RP Wukong's command, that's kind of the combo you're going for right now. You really need the RP.
And look at how spaced they are. Like, only Croaky and Mind Control next to each other. Everyone else just can't get ultied by this Magnus right now.
Miracle, he has an Arcane Rune activated right now.
Oh, and he has God Strengthen too. He is
he
ready.
wants it. He's like, please, please, please. All right, here we go. Level 23 right now.
Oh, they have the
Paparazzi's
gem.
going to be shown. Here he comes. He's going to jump in time, get stunned in midair. Good hero, that Monkey King. Here's the coil, but a nice RP onto Puck.
There you go.
They're dealing considerable amount of damage as Matumba Man gets taken out as well, but here comes Miracle. Right-clicking, 2 heroes dead. Will there be a third? Ori resigned to being on this cliff right now as LAN takes 1 click, 2 click Miracle. This is unfair. He deals way too much damage right now. Overgrowth comes into play as well. Ori, will this be an ultra kill
Nice
for
and
Sven?
Feeble, though. And Feeble keeping this damage very low. Should still be able to get Ori, but they want to get GH. They won't.
Oh,
be able
GH
to.
steals the ultra kill. Unacceptable, my friend, as Miracle now focuses attention onto Fenrir. There's a Nether Toxin, I believe, killed GH as he was walking through it.
And a 4-for-4 trade. Not terrible for Vici. Unfortunately, the Sven's still alive, and, well,
Yeah, the one hero you need to kill.
the one hero
lived.
that can just take your base while everyone else is dead.
His
is
ult's up
doing
in
it.
3 seconds with the Arcane Rune.
Yeah, he needs to get that Feeble down on him.
He can actually maybe fake this out here. No, not taking the chance.
Smart. He has the Lincolns, but obviously, if Fenrir wasn't alive, he would definitely just go one-on-one on that Viper. But in Feeble, so strong at level 4, 120 reduction. I mean, they're going to stay in this game, because if Fenrir, he does get that at level 20, 100 in Feeble damage reduction against Sven is actually very, very good.
Sven right now, Miracle that is, going for the double Hyperstone into
That's a Moon Shard.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't
Double
know if you
blood-
forgot.
Double Hyperstone into Moonshard. What's wrong with that?
That's
What's
true.
he drop?
Nothing. He doesn't have to, because he
Oh,
eats
I'm
it.
sorry. Of course you can eat it. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day here. Great Dota, though, overall.
Yeah, it's been. This has been absurd amounts of good Dota. And Paparazzi, uh-oh, they popped the Sentry Ward down, but
Waning Rift is there. He doesn't have
no
BKB,
Miracle. They
Young
can't
11.
fight without Miracle.
RP's up in
unfortunately.
10 seconds.
And Vici. I mean, if they get a nice smoke wrap around here,
Yeah.
they could do something. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they have a smoke. Landham actually has 2 of them. And man, he wasn't his Ags like 1,700 away about 15 minutes ago. He has struggled.
Yeah.
He's still buying like all the support items as well.
And I'm not really sure how much it's even going to help at this stage of the game.
Yeah, maybe like one of the golems just for HP, but that's about it. The
Get
dragon.
that frenzy, bro. Gotta
not
get that
bad.
frenzy from
The
the
dragon's not bad
Triceratops.
either. I mean, if you get that big ulti from Magnus, it does a decent chunk of damage.
That's definitely true.
And he does have a Scotty on the Monkey King, so tons of stats, tons of damage with him power.
Liquid with an 18k lead right now, but playing it safe. Very disciplined play right here. Fenrir forced to try to fight off these creeps. Not the best hero for this, though. Unless you're the no one. Bane that goes Mask of Madness.
Oh, and middle, Miracle pops ulti, 2
Okay.
shots Fenrir, but GH says, I'll take it with my 1 auto attack.
All right, Mind Control comes in. The coil only on 1. Young 11
Oh.
does have the RP available. Paparazzi pops the Wukong's command, but the Viper's going to get destroyed by Miracle. Kuroki with the overgrowth onto 2. That's a lot of armor on the Monkey King, but look how easily Miracle just chews right through him. It's like a stick of butter in the microwave. Put it in the oven, put it anywhere you want. He's dead.
They
Team
melt
wipe
him.
for Team
And that's
Liquid
a
and
good game.
GG.
And guess what? Team Liquid to another finals now.
Yes, grand finals for Team Liquid. Vici Gaming will go to the lower bracket to face off Newbie tomorrow in a best of 3.
Yeah, and they look good, right? They pick different heroes as well. They open with a tree at first. We were both like, whoa, okay. And then Vici Gaming goes with a Chen. A little bit different of a game, and we finally got to see the new Brood Mother played here live. It looked good. Looked good in the laning
This is
phase.
live. There's no delay.
Exactly.
We're doing this right now.
We are. Oh my
I
goodness,
see
I'm
you
nervous.
in person. Don't think about it. Greg.
We didn't see much out of Brood late game though. It didn't feel like he had it, but I mean, that's a hero,
he
right?
won the early game.
He won
so.
the early game. He destroyed middle, and that's all you got to do. We hear some cheers. So that means tomorrow we have the battle of the Chinese juggernauts VG versus Newbie in the lower bracket, and winner of that will face off against Liquid.
Yeah, super excited to see what happens.
I mean, how do you beat Liquid? It feels like VP at that summit a long time ago, and they're just picking every hero. Same thing here with Liquid. Like Miracle's played Slark, Sven, AM. He's pretty much played every hero.
Mind Control super happy there.
If he
I'm
is.
gonna give him a Snickers at the end of this. I know how
Well,
much
they're
he
not
likes
called
it.
that. It's actually called
Oh, that's true.
a peanut and choco.
All right, maybe not then. Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. Suns fan here with the Grand Grant. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, but let's just stay tuned for the Zyori panel. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say. We'll be right back.
Get the alpha, be the alpha.
The battle begins.
Rampage.
Dire victory.
With the Strafe Esports app, follow your favorite teams and players, and you'll never miss a match again. Strafe, everything esports. Download now on iOS and Android.
Welcome back, friends, for the final time tonight in the wake of another successful series for Team Liquid. They take it 2-0, and they have now secured themselves a spot in the best-of-5 grand finals coming up tomorrow, as well as top 2 at the event.
Yeah, that was some serious ass beating by Miracle.
It really was.
Yeah, he was mimicking Matama Man there, I think. A little bit of spanking there. Yeah, he's giving us some good lessons, but it was kind of, it's Liquid once again. It's the brood mother. You know, they I don't think they could have got away with any more of these last 5th pick broods if it wasn't for the patch change. So that kind of helping them out a little bit here. Looks like it's still pretty good. Just saying.
Yeah. He had a fine time in mid. And looking at it, we were thinking, is this really a nerf or a buff? And it feels like maybe kind of a buff. I mean, Brood is almost like pseudo-hasted at the beginning of the game. He's just running around people. But, yeah,
Looks
impressive.
like a buff to me in the item build. He went
Vlad
first against Monkey King. Good in the late game as well, but managed to actually get some early kills. Could play aggressive as well with the Treant Protector heal.
Yeah, that was a pretty handy thing to have. Kind of wondering like where were they going to go there from the first big Treant Protector, but it worked out very well.
Really impressive game from Kuro. I felt like his positioning was just on point. That whole turn when Miracle picked up the Blink Dagger in the bottom lane, played that little ring around the Rosie, that was just buying time for Kuro to get in there, and then that's when the turn happened.
Yeah, it's very nicely done. Yeah. He had a couple big plays, too, where he's like dodging out some skewers and stuff, and then when he sees the play about to happen, the big combo coming in that maybe could turn this game finally for the Dire.
It's also pretty funny, just as Grant was saying, that Sven doesn't do any damage without his ult. We saw how much damage Sven can do without his ult, and it was all over that other team. Let's take a look at the replays here while we continue to talk about this last game. Oh, this is it.
That's
hey, speak of the devil. So just picked up the Blink Dagger moments before they see the Monkey King flying overhead. Of course, the Monkey King knew that Sven saw him, so he drops the stun to initiate. This whole time, Miracle just trying to get that reset on the Blink Dagger, and does just barely find it in the fog here.
Oh, he is juking around here. All right, not shabby.
Living Armor buying him some time. You see Kuro, are we going to run, are we going to fight? And Miracle makes the call. We're going in, baby. It's an easy double, and
look at the positioning, what he's doing. Switching to creep, then moving to the top, then hitting with a cleave so both of them gets hit. Yeah. Then hitting a Alpha Wolf.
Yep.
He did that several times this game, too, where he was utilizing the creeps because you're going to do more damage that way because you're going to have less resistance for the first hit, and then you're dishing it out past that. And then this is that crazy fight mid where not the best situation. That reminds me when that Pudge hooks in the Tide Hunter and he ravages your whole team. That was that right there.
Butter in the microwave or microwave in the butt. I don't know.
I think the butter goes in the microwave and the microwave goes in the oven, and then all together you're all dead. That sounds about right.
Yes, something like that. I had trouble following the whole chain of custody with the butter and the liquid and the melting. And
it's like a turducken.
It got too meta for me, but I mean, every fight looked like this. A Miracle running in. Oh, wait, we got him? Oh, actually, we don't. Just kidding. He still had an Aegis on top of that in that last little skirmish there.
And again, a lot of the game, they're just down in kills, maybe up like 1 kill or something. They had almost like 10 kills in a row or something at one point. It's unreal how much they're able to absorb and absorb and absorb. It's every game.
Felt like Liquid really knew the timings of that draft, right? Like Sven does have some limitations, Brood does have some limitations, and when they were at their peak, that was when they struck.
Have you ever seen a Viper get destroyed that fast, too? Like 3 kills in a row, just mid lane. The Spider's eating her alive. She has allies around her. They can't help. Nether Toxin, not enough to clear them.
In OG's game?
Yeah, that will be another one. Yeah.
Brutal. Well, Trent, I have to say, buddy, you were right. Liquid looks like they are on another level right now. I mean, they're in the grand finals. They've been 2-0ing their way pretty much all the way through. Have they lost a single game yet?
Here? No.
No? Yeah, they're undefeated in this tournament.
Good.
Now that I'm looking, oh, yeah, we've got the bracket right here. Thank you. But, yeah, Liquid is completely undefeated. They've 2-0'd their way to the grand finals, and, well, they've 2-0'd both teams in the lower bracket finals, so could actually be a quick grand finals tomorrow. But it is going to be a China versus China newbie on Vici for the first best of 3 tomorrow for elimination.
I have to just root for that rematch, honestly. I really want to see Newbie take it so we can see Liquid versus Newbie want best of 5. The real chance to prove themselves.
The real rematch
to win one game. That is the goal.
Wow. Well, that's where we're
Once again, Liquid seems on another level.
Yeah, way up there.
Really,
I don't know.
Good. All right. That's it, boys. We have anything else? Are we wrapping this show up? Lacoste, looks like you got something else you want to say, huh?
No,
You're good?
that was it.
That's it. All right.
I'm ready to go to bed.
All right, boys and girls. Again, thank you so much for joining us. We're getting towards the tail end of the AMD Sapphire Dota Pit Season 6. We've got 1 day left, 2 series to go. We'll be coming back same place, same time, and we hope you're going to come back to join us. But for today, we're done. We're signing off, and we'll see you tomorrow.